Hey guys, it's Bobby here. I got a few new machines that I wanted to show off, so I thought I would just make a few more videos since it's been such a long time. The first one that I'm going to show is called the Electrolux ErgoRapido Stick Vac. I really like this. I didn't think I would. I've only seen them in stores before. I didn't own one before I got this, but it was at the Goodwill for $15, and I thought, oh, I have to have it. I think it looks great, and after using it, my initial suspicions were confirmed. It does clog quickly, and it isn't very powerful, but it's actually pretty good for quick pickups, and it's just pretty. It just looks great, and there are some really cool features that I'm going to show you, so that's great. I got a few other things I'm going to show you too. One thing I will not be making a video of is this, or the laundry, yuck. This is a little dirt devil, a cheap, nasty one. Don't judge me by this. I found it in the dumpster here at my apartment complex, and cleaned it up. The only thing was wrong is that it was clogged. So I unclogged it, and I thought I might just sell it on Craigslist because that really doesn't fit in my collection of quality vacuums. So anyway, I will not be showing that. But back to the ErgoRapido. I called Electrolux today because I know that these have been recalled, and they've been recalled because the handle exploded on a lady's hand in Canada. But apparently my model is not one of the ones that was recalled, so I will not be getting a new one for free, which I'm kind of sad about, actually. But one of my favorite things about this is the stand. It has a stand, basically. That's a really good thing. Now, I do have another stick vac, which I also found in the dumpster here, that I don't use, so I'm probably going to throw it back away. But it's a Dirt Devil. It's not even charged. I don't use it, but I have another video of it, though. But I would do a comparison, but of course there's no battery in it because I never use it. But you have to actually plug that in with a little wire at the bottom, and it doesn't swivel very well. It's just not a good one. It clogs really fast. It's not a two-in-one kind of thing. It's kind of ugly. So yeah, not great. But that's the other stick vac I have. So the Electrolux, but it does stand on its own. The Dirt Devil stands on its own, which is really nice. This one does not stand on its own, which really kind of sucks. But I love the stand, how it just keeps it like that for you, ready to grab and go. And it's so easy to replace. That's the good thing. The reason I never charge the Dirt Devil is because I don't want to bend over and stick the little wire in the hole. It's just so annoying to have to do that. Maybe I'm lazy, but this, you just grab it and drop it right back in. And the blue lights on the sides are really cool. I love those, one on either side, just to let you know it's in there properly. On this model, there's no battery indicator, so you don't know when it's running out, and I haven't tested it to the limit yet. But the higher models actually do have a battery indicator. This just isn't one of them. Another really cool feature that I like is that even though it doesn't have a dedicated way to park itself or to stand upright, it does have this thing on the back which is called a parking strip. And it's rubberized and it's got little ridges, so you can actually lean it against the counter. My counters are all too high for it, but if you had a table, you could lean it against the table and that would actually stop it from falling. So that's kind of a cool thing, at least, if you have a table nearby to lean it on. But I'm just going to do some little hole punch things and just kind of suck them up and see how it does. I usually do paper shredding pieces, but they're too big and I know they would clog this thing. They usually clog the regular vacuums. I've clogged the Orec and the Eureka, the black Eureka there, the 1934A, both, plus the Royal, and the little Dirt Devil broom vac. I've clogged all of them using paper shreddings, so I know this thing would not be able to handle them. So hole punch pieces are going to have to do. It has a two-position switch, so it's actually a rocker switch, even though it looks like a push button. If in the middle is off, straight down is low speed, and straight up is high speed. Okay, so there's my cat making a cameo appearance because he's a ham. This does have a little light on the bottom to let you know when the brush roll is spinning. If something jams it, it'll stop automatically. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the cleaning portion right now and just kind of see how it picks up before I show you some of the other things about this. This 180 degree swivel head is really awesome. I mean, it really just pivots and swivels. It's just so cool. And the metallic orange color is really nice too. Just a fun vacuum. But the other thing, let me show you, it has attachments as well that you can actually take out of the hand vac portion. Let me show the hand vac too. Okay, so you squeeze these two little things here, and the hand vac just comes out like that. Okay, so that's the hand vac. And then it actually comes with a little dusting brush, which I've used, and it actually works pretty well, and the bristles are really soft. So for something this cheap, they're about $100 new. That's really pretty amazing. And then it comes with a little crevice tool as well. This is really hard to get in and out. I don't use it because the little nozzle seems to be enough. But just so handy. I wish they were stored somewhere on the machine, though, instead of running back to the base to get them, because I usually keep that in the bedroom. But let me just go ahead and show. Now, this only has one switch, so there's no, like, two-speed thing. It just is on or off. Up is on and down is off, and there's no low speed. But you can actually turn this on when it's in the stick vac part still, and it'll actually turn the machine, the whole thing, even the brush roll, on high speed, which is fascinating. Let me just go ahead and show the suction of this part. Okay, so, the other thing I wanted to show you is that it has a clean-out port, which is right here. So you can actually take another vacuum cleaner, and you can actually stick the hose up to it and actually clean it out like that. You don't have to take it apart if you don't want to. But if you do want to, all you have to do is just pinch these two little things. This comes right up. And look at this. This has an actual, a little thing on here that you actually pull to release the dust from the filter. I think that's just too cool. Just too cool. But it doesn't work, by the way. The dust still stays right on the filter. But it's a good thought. So there's the dirt, and inside this pre-filter, there's a regular filter. This is the one that actually moves when you pull the thing. But it's not a paper pleated filter, so it has less surface area. It's more like a regular dust buster filter. So that's the dirt. I thought I'd just suck some of it back up just to show again the power of this thing, or lack thereof, depending on your opinion. I was actually shocked when I used it for the first time and I saw how much dirt it got up, because I vacuum every day with some pretty nice machines. So when this thing was pretty much full after the first day, it had been like a day since I vacuumed that time, but I almost fainted because I knew it wasn't very powerful. But I didn't actually faint. I was fine. But let me just put this back together, and we will suck up that mess and see if it clogs or if it can do it. Alright, and then the good thing is that this filter actually has some releases too, so it actually snaps in place. So unless you pinch those, it's not going to come out. So that's kind of good. Alright, then to put it back in, bottom first, and then swing down. And then it clicks into place. Alright. Let me show you the brush roll while we're down here. This is the brush roll. And it's really soft bristles. It does have some little openings on the front so that it doesn't snowplow. It still does, but not terribly. It's got a couple little rubber wheels on the bottom, so it doesn't actually clog or anything. And then there's this little thing right here that actually, I haven't used it yet, but you can push this somehow and it'll actually let the brush roll come out so you can clean it, which is a really good feature for a stick vac. I was kind of shocked by that. The other thing is that it has a little thing here where you can release the hose if it gets clogged. I mean, that's bound to get clogged. Just look at the size and the shape. You know, it's just bound to happen. I'm not going to let it happen, but most regular people would. Since I know vacuums, I understand how to use them. So I don't clog my machines usually, unless I've done a YouTube video for you guys and did too many paper shreddings with a low-powered machine. But let's go ahead and put them back together. And then I wanted to show you how it works on bare floors, because I've spilled some coffee in the kitchen. Oh no. and we'll see how it picks up there. The thing is, the brush roll never shuts off, so it's always on, so it might throw some stuff back, but it's a soft brush roll and it doesn't spin too fast, so it's not terrible. But if you wanted to turn the brush roll off, I guess you could just remove the brush roll and not put it back in and kind of make this a makeshift straight suction machine, and that would probably be fine, but I like a brush roll, so I'm not going to do that. But let's just go ahead and see how it works in the kitchen. It's a really solid feel too. It just feels good in the hands. The handle's comfortable. The weight is nice. It doesn't creak. It's just really, really cool. So let's go ahead and just do low speed and then high speed. Alright, so that actually did a great job, and it didn't kick anything back, so that's really cool. It stinks like coffee now. I don't love coffee, but the kind I have I love. It's called Barney's White Christmas, just in case you're curious. But it's probably going to smell like coffee for the rest of its life now. But it was worth it, because it really did do a good job. So that's it. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to see them, and be looking for my other videos. I'm going to make a couple more tonight. Thanks. Bye.